Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Assalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allahumma ja'alna minhum minal lazina amanu wa amilu salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. Ameen ya rabbal alameen. ثم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما Allahumma thabbitna indal mauti bila ilaha illallah. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Today, inshallah, we are going back to our second property of ism. So, if you guys remember, okay, before we start, let me explain that I have put some review questions over here. And I added some more from the last time, and they are up till what we learned so far. So I really want you guys that you guys can print these questions, and every single day, once a day, you need to make it must upon you that you are going to answer all these questions. So print these questions and put them at a place where you are going to be spending more time, like your kitchen, on your refrigerator, or in your bedroom, wherever. So these questions should be visible to you. So in one day, you are going to revise them at least once. If you cannot revise all at once, I would say that, okay, divide them in 2 or 3 parts, but you need to make a habit that you are going to revise all of them once a day. Okay, so then inshallah you will be getting all these concepts properly. And if you are not sure about any concepts, then you need to go back to recordings and make sure that you understood them really well. These are, you know, very basic knowledge, and we are building on this knowledge. If this knowledge is not strong, then you are not gonna go anywhere. So your foundation would be weak, and we won't be able to build a solid building over it. Okay, so it's really important. Make it must upon you that you have to revise all these questions once a day, inshallah. Okay, so now remember that we were doing the properties of ism. So first we said that, okay, there are 3 kinds of words in Arabic, ism, fi'l, harf, and then we were doing our ism. Ism has 4 properties, and these properties are status, gender, number, and type. And we were done status completely, alhamdulillah. And then we started our fragments, and we did harfu nasab fragment, harfu jar fragment, and then idafa fragment. If you don't know what I'm talking about, all these fragments, then you are at the wrong place. You need to go slaughter a goat, do astaghfar, do nafal, listen to the recording, and then come back after 1 week. Okay, and then you're going to understand what I'm talking about. So this is must. You should be all updated on your homeworks, your recordings, if you want to get any benefit from this course. So then, now today we are back to our properties of ism. So now we are going to talk about gender or jins today. So before we go there, let's review our status. So this is the summary of our status. So we said that status could be three kinds. Status could be raf, nasab, or jar. Raf mean un sound, un or u sound, like double accent or single accent. Nasab mean an or a sound, and then jar mean in or e sound. So when we have ending sound, fully flexible, then you're gonna hear an, in sound for nasab, rafa, nasab, and jar. Then we have ending sounds, but some words are non-flexible, like Musa. So their raf gonna be Musa, their nasab gonna be Musa, and their jar gonna be Musa. Then we have ending sound, partly flexible. Example is Yusuf, Yusuf, Yusufu, Yusufa, Yusufa, but not Yusufi, not Yusufun. So our partly flexible do not take tanween, our partly flexible do not take kasra. Then we have ending combinations, which is the pair combination is ani, aini, aini. We have our masculine plural combination, which is una, ina, ina. Then we have our feminine combination, which is aatun, aatin, and atin. Then we have pronouns. Pronouns could be rafa, nasab, and jar. Our independent pronouns are all rafa, and our attached pronoun are they can be nasab and they can be jar. So that was all about our status. And now where we are at gender today. So what is gender? So gender is the second of the four properties of the ism. Every word in the Arabic language is either masculine or feminine. The default gender of an ism is masculine. Okay, so generally an ism is supposed to be masculine, but there are 6 categories of feminine words. Like there are 6 kinds that can fall in the category of feminine. If a word does not fall into one of these categories, then it is masculine. So what are these 6 categories? We are going to talk about them today. So the very first one is biological feminine. What does that mean? This refers to the words that are feminine by nature. For example, sister is going to be by nature is feminine. Mother is by nature mother, feminine, right? Even the animals, they have gender. So these are biological feminine. Okay, you can call them real feminine. So they are real feminine. The rest of them we are going to learn, they are kind of fake feminine because they are not actually feminine by nature, but we are supposing they are feminine. So that is the first one. First one you can remember, our real or biological feminine. The second kind is words that end in ta marbuta, alif mamduda. That alif with hamza, we call it alif mamduda. So ta marbuta, when we have ta marbuta on some ism, then with your eyes closed, you're gonna say this is feminine. No more question. When we have alif mamduda, okay, alif with hamza, it's called alif mamduda. When we have this alif mamduda and this is called alif maksura, for these two we have one condition. The condition is that the word should have 3 letters before it. Okay, so for example over here, kubra, so kaf, ba, and ra. We have 3 letters and then we have alif maksura. So that word fall in the category of feminine. Then same alif with alif mamduda, we have ha, mim, ra, ham, ra'u. Okay, so we have 3 letters before this alif mamduda. You're gonna say yes, this is feminine. So this is the rule. So if we have alif maksura, alif mamduda at the end of the word, and before that we have 3 letters, then you need to say that, okay, yes, this is our feminine word. But in the word like zikra, okay, we have 3 letters, this is fine. But look over here, huda. So how many letters we have in huda? We have hu and da, only 2 letters, and then we have alif maksura. So that is not going to get in the category of feminine, rather this is masculine. Okay, so al-kubra, al-ulya, even al-ulya, it has 3 letters before ya, maksura. So what are these? Ain, lam, and ya, and then this is alif maksura. So that means, yes, that falls in the category of feminine. And al-kubra mean the greatest, al-ulya mean also like big or very high. And then hamrao, these are colors, name of colors. Hamra is, I think, red, and sauda is black. And then this ta marbuta, no question, it doesn't matter how many letters before it. If you see ta marbuta, yes, this is our feminine word. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everyone. I'm gonna repeat one more time. When a word ends, when an ism ends with ta marbuta, then this is definitely a feminine word. If a word ends on alif mamduda or alif maksura, then we need to look that if before these alif maksura and alif mamduda, if we have 3 letters before them, then you're gonna say yes, it is feminine. Otherwise, no. And the example you're gonna remember huda. Huda has only 2 words after this before this alif maksura, so it is not going to be feminine, rather this is masculine word. So 2 are done. First one is our biological, by nature. Okay, the second one is the word that end on ta marbuta, alif maksura, or alif mamduda. Now third category is when the body parts are in pairs. So if we look our body parts, some of our body parts are in pairs. For example, hands, ainun, mirfaqun, we have 2 elbows, mankibun, our shoulders are 2, uzunun, our ears are 2, rijlun, our legs are 2. So all of them, they are in pair. So when we have our body parts in pairs, they are considered feminine, both in the dual and singular form. Okay, so hiya yadun, hiya ainun, hiya mirfaqun. This is how we're gonna say that. So this is simple and easy. So our body parts in pairs are always going to be considered feminine. Then our fourth category is, specific names of places. Okay, so most specific names of places are feminine, but not in general. Like if you are just saying school or masjid, then it is not. But if there is specific place like America, Makkah, Sudan, Yathrib, Misr, Al-Maghrib, yes, they are going to be considered feminine. And if you guys remember, what did we learn when we were learning about partly flexible? That names of places and feminine names fall in the category of partly flexible. So now we are learning that name of places are considered feminine. So name of places are going to be partly flexible and they are feminine. They are considered feminine. So remember that part, okay? So name of places are partly flexible and they are considered feminine. Now our sixth category, our fifth category over here, that is our fifth one. So our fifth category, this is kind of, it need a lot of attention because this is very unique concept in Arabic. So non-human and broken plurals are considered feminine. Okay, non-human and broken plurals. Okay, non-human mean like we have example over here, sayyaratun. Sayyaratun mean car. When we make the plural of sayyaratun, it goes like sayyaratun, like muslimatun. So it takes that combination. If you guys remember, when we were learning these combos, I told you that feminine combo can be used for non-human things. So this is what it is happening. But even though they are like they have combo like muslimatun, like human beings, right? But still we are going to consider them as so they are going to consider feminine. Okay, so non-human are going to non-human plurals are going to consider feminine. And then we have broken plural. Okay, I'm gonna come to broken plural after. So let's see that example first. So all non-human plurals are considered feminine. This holds true that regardless that if the singular form was masculine. So what I'm trying to say over here, look at the example, huwa masjidun. Okay, so masjidun is masculine. Masjidun is, when it is singular, it is masculine. Now, what is the plural of masjidun? Masajidu. So this is a pattern. It's called mafa'ilu. So this pattern, first of all, this pattern is not going to take the mean. We cannot say masajidun, that's gonna stay masajidu. So this is the like rule for this pattern. So this pattern, masajidu, we are going to consider it as a feminine. Okay, so when we are like over here, you can see, even look at the kitabun first too. So kitabun is again, this is masculine. The plural is going to be kutubun. Okay, so now when we are making, we're gonna say them in a sentence, you're gonna say hiya kutubun or hiya masajidu. Why? Because these kutubun and masajidu are broken plural and they are going to consider as a feminine. And over here, the example with the sayyaratun. So sayyaratun is singular. When we make plural, that is going to be sayyaratun, like muslimatun. Okay. Now, when you are making it plural, like you want to use in a sentence, you cannot say hunna sayyaratun. Why? Because hunna is going to be used only for people. This sayyaratun, even though it is a pattern like muslimatun, but this is non-human, so that is going to be considered feminine, and you are going to say hiya sayyaratun. And the translation would be they are cars. Even though we are saying hiya, hiya mean it or she, but since it is referring to the plural, so then we have to say they are. We cannot say it is car, it are car, doesn't make sense, right? Or she are car, doesn't make sense. So you're gonna say they are cars. So that is very like unique rule over here. So whatever you can absorb it. Listen to the recording again if you didn't get it once. But inshallah, it's gonna come to you eventually when we keep going in our studies. Inshallah, that will start making sense too. So I'm gonna repeat one more time. Non-human things and broken plurals. And what is broken plural? Let me explain that one too. So broken plural, we you can think that we have in Arabic 3 kinds of plurals. Actually, there are 4, but for now, I'm gonna, because this is our study for other when we're gonna do it. But I just put it over here because it is related to this one too. So see that plurals are kind of 3 kinds over here. One is sound masculine plural. Look at the example. We say Muslimun, and then we want to make it plural. We say Muslimuna. So if you see the word Muslim, and what we did, we just added waw noon, and the whole word Muslim, mim, sin, lam, mim is intact in this word. So when that happens, we do not damage the like a singular form, and we just add something to it and make a plural, then it is called sound masculine plural. So all our Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina, that is our sound masculine plurals. Then we have sound feminine plurals. And again, the Muslim word is intact, and we just added a and tu, ta sound over here, atun. So our whole word Muslim is intact in this word. So that is our sound feminine plural. Okay, so all our combination, the sound masculine, the masculine plural combo and our feminine plural combo, they are going to be called sound masculine plural and sound feminine plural. Then we have 3rd category, which is broken plural. And broken plural, you can see in the in English we say book, and then we say books, pen, pens, car, cars. But then we say tooth, teeth, foot, feet, child, children. So what's going on over here? Different pattern, right? So in Arabic, you can think that, okay, this is like a broken plural. When the singular ism isn't intact in its plural, then we call them broken plural. Like, for example, in Arabic, kitabun would be kutubun. So now what did we miss? We skipped this alif. The whole word kitab is not intact in this word. So we're gonna call this plural as a broken plural. So now qalabun, heart, and then we made it kulubun. Now this, the whole word, we added in between waw. So the word qalb is not intact in here. So that is gonna go in the category of broken plural. So this is when I say broken plural, this is what it means. So all these broken plurals and all non-human plurals, even though non-human plurals are taking the combo of our Muslimatun combo, our feminine plural combo, even though they take that one, we are going to consider them as a feminine. That's all. This is the whole concept of it. One more time, all non-human and broken plural are going to consider feminine. That's all. An example I give, even though the singular form was masculine, like over here, masjidun was masculine and kitabun was masculine. But when we made their plural and their plural were broken plural, like kutubun and masajidu, they are broken plural. So when these broken plurals are now going to be treated as feminine. Okay, that's it. Now our 6th and last category, which is very fun and fun to find them. It does not have any certain rule or anything. These are just random words. And the Arabs decided that they're gonna consider them feminine, so they are feminine. They didn't ask us our suggestion. We were not there, so we do not have any say in it. So we need to bear with it. We need to memorize all these words. We need to know that, okay, there are some certain words, just Arab said so, that they are feminine. So we're gonna say labbaik, okay, and we are considering them as feminine. What are these words? These words are narun, okay, nafsun, shamsun, samaun, harbun, bi'run, rihun, ardun, sabilun, dalwun, asa, jahannam, khamrun, ka'sun, and darun. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 15, 14. So these are the words. Arab said so, that they are feminine, so they are feminine. Okay, so now I have a story over here which can help us to remember all these words. So during a war, a soldier was, so war is harbun. During a war, a soldier was daydreaming, looking up at the sky, samaun, okay, this sky, samaun, until the sun came up, shamsun. When he snapped out of it, he realized that he was the only person, nafsun, left on the battlefield. So he was surrounded by a fire, narun. So he used a bucket full of water, dalwun, to make a path, sabilun, all the way to safer land, ardun. In the hot blowing wind, rihun, he was desperately looking for a well, bi'run, to draw water from. In his search, he found an empty house, darun, inside which he finds a cup. Cup is kasun, full of wine, khamrun, and he is tempted, despite his fear of hellfire, Jahannam, and to take a sip, but wards off his temptation and uses his staff, the asa, to strike the drink. Okay, so all these words are used in this story. So you can read and enjoy that story and remember all these words. Okay, so we are done with our gender today. Okay, so let's see one more time, a quick review. Our biological feminine, they are going to be obviously feminine. Then we have some fake feminine, like if the word is ending on ta marbuta, alif mamduda, alif maksura, and before this alif mamduda and alif maksura, if there are 3 letters, yes, then it is our feminine word. Then body parts in pairs, then names of places, they are going to be considered feminine. Then we have non-human and broken plurals, they are going to be considered feminine. And then we say Arab said so, because Arab said so. So in whenever you need to mention that reason for these words, you're gonna use this word, because Arab said so, BASS. Okay, so you can just write it down. That was the favorite thing to do of my old student. So they know, if they do not know anything else, but they know all these words. Okay, so they were always happy to say Arab said so. Okay, so now, okay, one more time. I have a summary over here too. We already did that. Let's do. So our real feminine, biological feminine. Then we have our fake feminine, ta marbuta, alif maksura, alif mamduda, human body in pairs, broken plural and non-human plurals, proper names of places, because Arab said so. Okay, So memorize that list. Inshallah, that will help you to understand the concept. Now, let's do a little bit practice. So, hamiyatun, what do you think? I see ta marbuta at the end, so I don't even have to think more about it. I see ta marbuta, yes, this is our feminine. And you have to give the reason. So you say it's ta marbuta there. Then we have ainaini. So ainani, ainaini, these are ainun, singular. So our body part in pairs, feminine. Makkata, name of place, feminine. Abkamu, now this one is missing in our thing, but I'm telling you right now, when we have any body parts with any defect, for example, we have immune, the what is the ayah? Summum bukmun immune, right? So any defect of body parts, that is going to be considered feminine as well. Then we have sabiran. Do you see any reason that this word is feminine? No. So I don't see any sign. So this is masculine then, no sign of femininity. Then we have safra'u. I saw alif mamduda over here. So, and before that I have sad, fa, and ra, 3 letters. So yes, this is my feminine. Zulumatin. Now zulumatin is non-human, plural, right? Even though it has pattern of atin, but this is non-human, so this is feminine. Al-husna, again, I see alif maksura, and before alif maksura, how many letters? Ha, sin, and noon. So yes, it is my feminine word. Then we have mu'minaini, mu'minani, mu'minaini, mu'minaini. So this is our dual combo. So this is our masculine. Then we have asa. Asa we know from our, because Arabs are so list. So this is our family. So I hope things are getting clear now. So that was our gender is done. Okay. And now I have like little concept over here about Asmaul Khamsa. So I said that, okay, I can plan with this one. So then I don't have to worry about it after. So these are Asmaul Khamsa. Khamsa mean 5. So these are 5 special ism. They are 5 special ism commonly appear as mudaf. Okay, so what is so special about them? That they mostly come as a mudaf. Since we did our mudaf ilayhi yesterday, so that is related. So I thought that we can do it now. So they are special in that when they are appear as mudaf, they do not show their status through ending sound. Rather, they show their status through the letter they corresponds with each ending harika. This means that if the word is marfu, like if the word is rafa, it would normally end in dhamma, right? So, for example, the word abu, okay? So abu, when we have u sound, we're gonna say, okay, this is dhamma, so this is our rafa. But then in this case of this special 5 words, it would end in waw. So this waw at the end of this word gonna tell us that this is rafa, not the sound. There will not be any u sound, but there will be wa instead. And this waw would tell us that, okay, this is rafa in status. So that's why we are calling them that they are special, because no one else, no other ism behave like that, but these one do. Then for the nasab, normally we have fatha, right? Fatha tells us that this is nasab, but not in this case. When these Asmaul Khamsa come as a mudaf, what's gonna happen? Their sign of nasab will be alif instead of a fatha sound. And now when they will be jar in status, instead of kasra, they're gonna have ya over there. Okay, so they're gonna have waw as a rafa, they're gonna have alif as a nasab, and they're gonna have ya as a jar. Why this is happening? Because if there are certain these we have dhamma, fatha, and kasra, these vowels. These vowels have certain liking for the other letters, you can say. So dhamma has love for waw, okay, because they are more compatible. Because look over here, we have muslimu, right? And then we have waw noon. If I wanna add waw, so can I put alif fatha sound muslimauna? In Arabic, you will hardly found that sound, ow sound. They don't like ow sound. Okay, so u is better. So that would be, that's why we are saying this like this u sound is compatible to waw. Then look at the muslimani. If I put u sound over here, how I'm going to pronounce that? It's hard to pronounce. I cannot even pronounce that. So I need to have fatha when there is alif. So that's why we say that this alif is compatible with fatha. Then again over here, muslimina. I can say muslimaina, but muslimina is better. It's easier. So the ya has love for kasra. So this is, that's why I'm saying that these sounds are compatible with these harf. Now, what are these small khamsa? They are abun, akhun, hamun, famun, and zu. Abun, we know, abu, father. Akhun, we know, brother. Hamun is in-laws. Okay, the relation of in-laws. I think this all in-laws include, no idea. Then famun mean mouth, and zu is processor, like the keeper of something. And then now if they come as a mudaf, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be like that, abu hu. Okay, instead of like abu hu, the simple abu, and then we can add hu to it. No, this is not the case. Rather, this abu gonna take waw. So it's gonna be abu hu, his father. So abu is our mudaf over here. This hu is our mudaf ilayhi. Same gonna happen to akhuhu. So akhu is our mudaf, hu is mudaf ilayhi, and all these vowels are telling us that this mudaf is rafa in status over here. Okay, someone asked me a very smart question that what could be the status of mudaf? Yesterday, I think I forgot to mention that mudaf can be any status. Mudaf can be raf, mudaf can be nasab, and mudaf can be jar. Depends what is before that. For example, if harfu jar came before this mudaf, so obviously then it is going to be jar in status, and if it is a detail, then it is going to be nasab in status, or if like if it is a doer, then it is going to be a raf in status. For example, over here, abuhu, I say his father. So this abu is telling that this is the doer because this is rafa in status. Okay, so this is how it is. And now look more. So abun, akhun, hamun, famun, and zu. So these are the 5 ism. Now look, when they are generally without being mudaf, they are used in the sentence, how they're gonna look. Li akhun, meaning I have a brother. Okay, li mean I have. Okay, li is harfu jar, and I, this is ya is I. So I have akhun, a brother. This is how we say that in Arabic. So now akhun, what status is akhun over here? Rafa status, and it's not mudaf, so that's why it's look like normal. Now over here, sa'altu akhan. Sa'altu mean I asked. Akhan, a brother. I asked a brother a question, right? I asked a brother a question. So now akhan. So I asked who? I asked a brother. So this is our nasab. So that's why you see this is nasab in status. Then you want to use this akhun as a jar status. You can say anta ka akhin. You are like a brother. So ka harfu jar and akhin is a majroor. So this is our jar majroor, and you can see akhin. So it is behaving normal. Akhun, akhan, akhin. But as soon as they come as a mudaf, then they are going to show these different endings. For example, now I'm gonna show you as a mudaf ilayhi. So ja'a mean came, abuka your father came. Okay, so your father came. Who is the doer? Your father. So this abu is our mudaf ilayhi over here, and this abu is rafa in status. Then in the second example, arifu mean I recognize or I know abaka, your father. So I know who? Your father. So I'm the doer now, and I know your father. So this is our nasab. So that's why you see aba. So this one is nasab by alif. This one is rafa by waw. Now third example, hazihi, this is sayyaratu, car, abika, of your father. Now you guys know the idafa fragment. So sayyaratu is light, okay, and abi is abi jar in status. Yes, it is. Okay, so abi is jar in status, and ka again. Okay, now this is chain of mudaf ilayhi. Look, if you can understand, then it means you're genius. Okay, so sayyaratu is our mudaf because this is light. Now, if it is mudaf, it need a mudaf ilayhi. So our abi is mudaf ilayhi over here. Then our abi is light. Okay. And this ka is our mudaf ilayhi. Okay. So this is mudaf ilayhi. Then again mudaf ilayhi. So this abi is playing double role. At one place it is mudaf ilayhi of sayyaratu, and the other place it is mudaf, and then ka is mudaf ilayhi. We know that how we can create idafa fragment. Yesterday we learned that one way of making idafa fragment is attaching these attached pronoun, right? So with abun, we attached ya, and then ka is our attached pronoun, abika, the jar in status, sayyaratu abika, car of your father. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look like: abu, aku, hamu, fu, and zu. Now more examples over here. So abuhu, it should be look like this, but abuhu tabibun, his father is a doctor. So abuhu is the doer over here. This is the subject of the sentence over here. His father is a doctor. Okay, so instead of writing that way, it has waw in there. Why? Because it is coming as a mudaf ilayhi. Mudaf ilayhi. This is idafa fragment. Then ra'aytu abaka, I saw your father. I saw who? Your father. So this is abaka. Instead of writing this way, aba and ka, it is having alif because this is the sign of being nasab over here, abaka. Then we have as a this is jar example, and jar example you would see that when we are attaching ya mutakallim with it, like my father, then it's not gonna show any difference. Like this is regular. So abi, and we attach ya mutakallim with it, and we have abi. So this is kind of look like normal. Baitu abi, the house of my father. So same thing you can see akhu, akha, akhi. So this waw is telling this is rafa, this alif is telling this is nasab, this ya is telling that this is jar in status. And the normal version is over here abun and akhun. Now hamun, father-in-law. Oh, this is not all in-laws, just father-in-law. Okay. So hamun mean father-in-law. So hamun, father-in-law, and then the rafa status would be hamun. Waw is telling this is rafa. Hama, this alif is telling this is nasab. And hami, this ya is telling that this is jar in status. Then we have famun. Famun mean mouth. And then fu. Fu is our rafa. Fa is our nasab. And fi is our jar. Okay, don't get confused with our nasbu harfu jar word fi over here. I don't think so it is used in Quran Pak. Okay, I saw fa. I have example of fa, but I'm not sure about this fi. So don't worry that you're gonna have harfu jar fi and this fi too. Even we have this fi in Quran Pak, then the translation can help us, right? So this is fu, fa, and fi. Then we have possessor, and you can see that non-mudaf version is not over here for this word. Why? Because these words always come as a mudaf. They never come in other form. So zu, za, and zi. So zu is our raf, za is our nasab, and zi is our jar. So that is the story of our Asmaul Khamsa. I know these concepts, both of today's concepts were like of little hard, like a hard chickpea, but inshallah, as we go, these concepts gonna be clear. So do not get overwhelmed by this information. Inshallah, you will get it, okay? And these concepts are not much used in Quran Pak. They are very few. So I'm not worried about it at all, okay? So you should not be too. Now notice that the last word, okay, I said that since it does not come as a non-mudaf version, so that's why it's not mentioned over here. But the feminine version of this word, so zu, this is our masculine version, zu, za, and zi. It has feminine version too, which is zatu, zata, and zati, and this is used in Quran Pak. So this version also only appears as a mudaf. However, it displays its status in normal way. So you guys can see zatu, zata, and zati. So it is showing all three like status. This is our rafa, this is our nasab, and this is our jar in a normal way. Okay, so ladies of this zuzazi are normal, but the men are different. Okay, so you can remember that way. Now, our trademark, the song of Asmaul Khamsa. Okay, my voice is a little better today, so I can try, inshallah. So this is how it goes. Let me have a sip of water first. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Abu Aku Hamu Fuzu. Abu Aku Hamu Fuzu. They are Asmaul Khamsa. They are special nouns. When they come at mudaf, they have different endings. Except ya mutakallim. Oh yes, except ya mutakallim. They are marfu bil wao, mansoob bil alif, majroor bil ya, abu aba abi, akhu akha akhi, hamu hama hami, fu fa fi, zu za zi, abu akhu hamu fuzu, abu akhu hamu fuzu. They are asmaul khamsa. They are special nouns. They come when they come as mudaf. They have different endings. Except ya mutakallim. Oh yes, except ya mutakallim. They are marfu bil wao, mansoob bil alif, majroor bil ya, abu aba abi, akhu akha akhi, hamu hama hami, fu fa fi, zu za zi, abu akhu hamu fuzu, abu akhu hamu fuzu. Okay, Alhamdulillah. I hope that is making sense and you're getting what I'm saying over here. Okay, so now let's see some Quranic examples. It says in Quran Pak, Bi akhin lakum min abikum. This is from Surah Yusuf. And this is when he was telling his brother that his real brother was not with the caravan. So he was telling his stepbrothers that next time when you come, you need to bring your other brother as well. So bi akhin, so something is missing over here. The verb is missing and this ba is going with this verb. And then it is giving the meaning of bring me. Okay, so bring me lakum, you have. Okay, so this is our jar majroor, and you guys can see this is ba is harfu jar, and that's why this is akhin over here. And this akhin is behaving normal because it is not mudaf over here. So this is our jar majroor, lakum another jar majroor, min our harfu jar, then abi is our ism majroor, and then abi is our, this is light. Okay, and then kum is our mudaf ilayhi. So this abi again, as I told you guys before, this is playing two roles. So one is min, and this is the ism majroor for this min, and then this is our mudaf, and kum is mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so I'm going to repeat one more time. This is like little advance, but inshallah, if you pay attention, you will get it. So ba is our harfu jar, akhin is our ism majroor. Okay, it is showing us. Then we have lakum, jar majroor, la is our part of harfu jar, kum is our ism majroor. Then min over here is our harfu jar again, and abi, this ya is telling us that this is jar in status, right? This is how these that is going to show like all these asmaul khamsa. So this is our jar, and abikum, your father, right? So this is, even the translation can help you guys. So this is our mudaf, and then kum is our mudaf ilayhi. So this abi, in between, this is the sandwich. One time it is kind of being ism majroor for this min, and the other time it is being mudaf for this kum. So this abi has double role over here. Okay, and this is jar in status. Why? Because I see ya over here. this is ya is telling that this is jar in status because this is mudaf. It came as a mudaf over here. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Then over here, la Yusufu wa akhuhu. So for Yusuf and akhuhu and his brother. So his brother, this waw is telling me that this is rafa in status. So this akhu is our mudaf and this hu is our mudaf ilayhi. And do not please think that, okay, this waw is harfu jar. No, because you don't see isam majroor after it. Okay, it's not oath, it is connector over here. So akhu is our mudaf and hu is our mudaf ilayhi. Then we have kana za qurba. Now this za, we know they are always come as a mudaf. Za, zu, za, zi, right? Zu is the rafa, za is the nasab version, and zi is the jar version. So this is our nasab. And if it is our mudaf, then obviously this is our mudaf ilayhi. But it is not showing us, but we know that, okay, there are some non-flexible word, right? They're not gonna show us, so this is the one. Okay, now we have next, Wallahu Zulfadulil Azim. Again, Zu. Okay, this waw is telling me that this is Rafa. So this is our mudaf. Fadli, this kasra is telling me this is my mudaf ilayhi. And this is something else, inshallah, we're gonna learn soon. So this is our Rafa. This Zu is Raf over here. Then Madiyana akhahum Shuaiba. So akhahum, this alif is telling me that this is nasab and this is my mudaf. Hum is mudaf ilayhi. Okay. Ila zil arshi, this ila is telling me this is harfu jar, so it need isam majroor. So this z is my isam majroor, and this z, we know that it is always going to come as a mudaf. So this is our mudaf, and then al arshi is mudaf ilayhi. Okay. So I hope it is making sense. Now we have more Quranic examples here. If you get these examples the way I'm explaining all this labeling, then you are really genius. And inshallah, that means we are getting towards our goal. Okay, so listen to it very carefully over here, because I am going to explain you quite new things over here. Okay, so is qalu, when they said la Yusufa, when they said Yusuf and wa akhuhu, like about Yusuf. Okay, no, sure. This look like surely. And so la Yusuf mean surely Yusuf. So this is look like this is emphasis over here. So iskalu, when they said, who is this they? These are the brother of Yusuf al-Islam, the step brothers. So they said la Yusufu, surely. So this lam is for emphasis over here. Remember la nahnu or lana, we were doing that the other day. So when we have this la with the independent pronoun, this is for emphasis. So the same lies over here. This is for emphasis over here, okay? So when they said about, they said surely Yusuf wa akhuhu, and his brother, meaning the Binyamin, the real brother of Yusuf al-Islam. Ahabu is more beloved, ila to Abina, our father, minna than us. Wanahnu, and we are usbatun, we are like a big gang, big like strong bunch of people, or because they were teenagers and they were very strong, so they were very proud of their strength. Inna, indeed, Abana, So our father, now inna came, and you guys can say this is abana. So this is nasab. Abana lafi dalali mubin. Indeed, our father is in a clear error. Okay, so these boys were not happy um, uh, about the way Hazrat Yusuf al-Islam and his brother were more beloved to his father because of their nature, because when these guys were different, even their language is telling us how they were different. So now uh, let's see our grammatical analysis over here. So ahuhu. Okay, ahuhu, this boy is telling me that this is Rafa. So Yusuf and his brother. So this is ahu is our mudaf, who is our mudaf ilahi over here. And this boy is telling that this is Rafa in status. Then ila is our harfujar. That's why you see abi over here. Okay, so this is our jar status of this abu. And then abina, we attach the attached pronoun. So when we attach attached pronoun with an ism, which is abi over here, what do we get? Mudaf ilahi, right? So this abi is our mudaf, and this na is our mudaf ilahi. So again, in 3 words, we have 2 fragments. How cool is it? Ila harfu jar, abi is ism majroor, then this abi is our mudaf, and this na is our mudaf ilahi. Okay, I hope you guys are getting it. Now minna, look at the minna again. So min again, min is our harfu jar, and this na is our nahnu, the attached pronoun version of the cousin of nahnu. So minna, then us. Okay, so this is again our jar majroor fragment. Wa nahnu, and nahnu, you guys can see this is our independent pronoun. And we are usbatun, a big strong group. Inna, then inna came as a, this is our harfu nasab, and what we are looking for ism that is nasab in status for this its victim, for the ism of inna. So this aba is our ism of inna. Okay, and this aba gonna come always as a mudaf, right? So now we have mudaf, and na is our mudaf ilahi. Okay, so again in 3 words, inna, abana, we have 2 fragments. Inna, harfu jar, aba is our harfu, the ism of inna, and then aba is our mudaf, and this na is our mudaf ilahi. And again, this lies lafi dalalin. So for sure, like they are emphasizing that they are 100% sure that his father is in error. Nauzbillah. Okay, so that was our first ayah. Now look over here. وَنَمِيرُ أَهْلَنَا وَنَحْفَظُ أَخَانَا. So أَخَانَا وَنَزْدَادُ كَيْلَ بَعِيرٍ. What does that mean? And we will obtain supplies. Okay, Namir mean getting supplies. Ahlana, for our family. وَنَحْفَظُ, and protect, and we will protect Akhana, our brother. وَنَزْدَادُ, and we will gain, increase Kayla, in our Kayla Ba'ir, like the load of camel. So over here, these brothers are seeking permission of Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam to taking Binyamin to go with him a second time when they were going back to Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam. Because Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam told them that, okay, next time bring your other brother, and I will give you the load of camel. So now they are asking permission of Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salam. So now look over here, Akhana. So this alif is telling me that this is nasab in status, and all we know that when this alif gonna occur with akha, that is always our mudaf, right? Because they are going to behave like u, the waw sound, alif sound, and ya sound always gonna be like that when they are coming as a mudaf. So this akha is our mudaf, and na is our mudaf ilahi. Okay, and this is nasab in status. Then Kayla Ba'ir. Now look at if you guys can spot it, Kayla. So Kayla is, the translation can help us. It means uh, camel of load, camel's load or load of camel, right? So Kayla is light. I can see it's not Kaylan or Kaylun, but it is Kayla. So this is light. When something is light, you always need to pay attention why it is light. One of the reason could be that it is mudaf. So Kayla is mudaf over here. If you see something light, okay, you need to think, okay, this is my mudaf. Then you always look on the next ism. If it is jar, yes, then you are right. This is our mudaf ilayhi. So Irin, I can see this is our jar. So this is perfect match for our mudaf ilayhi. So Kayla Ba'ir mean, that's why the translation is telling camel's load or load of camel. Okay, so always take help from the translation, and always keep an eye if something is light. And after this light ism, if you see jar, then this is always our mudaf ilayhi. Now over here, fatawwa'at lahu nafsuhu katla akhihi faqatalahu fa'asbahu min al-khasirin. Now this is about when Habil and Qabil in Quran and Pak, the first murder happened. So this is the one who was who killed the brother. So fatawa'at, and lahu nafsuhu, his soul. Okay, his soul. That translation can help you. Nafsuhu, his soul. So that should give you that should ring a bell in your head that this is our mudaf ilayhi, because I'm saying nafsuhu, his nafs. So then you're gonna look, okay, nafsu, yes, it is light. It's not nafsun, and then attach pronoun with it. So perfect match. Okay, so when we have ism, light ism, and then you have attached pronoun with it, that is our mudaf ilayhi. So that's why you're saying, and his soul, tawat mean permitted him, qatla, to kill, akhihi, his brother. Okay, now akhihi, this akhihi is telling me that this is my mudaf ilayhi. And even katla, okay, this katla is light. It's not katlan. So katla, killing of his brother. So now katla is my mudaf, akhi is my mudaf ilayhi, then akhi is again mudaf, and this he is mudaf ilayhi. I wish I have a board and then I can show you guys, I can write it down. And inshallah, very soon I ordered something special for you guys, and I would be able to inshallah write down, and that would be inshallah very helpful. So this katla, I'm gonna repeat one more time. Katla is our mudaf because I see katla, okay. Akhihi is my mudaf ilayhi because I know that this ya is telling me that this is jar in status. So for my mudaf ilayhi, it need to be jar. So this is my jar. And then this akhi is my mudaf, and this he is my mudaf ilayhi. For faqatalahu, then he killed him. Fa'asbahu, and then he became minal khasirin, from the losers. So min harfu jar, khasirin. It's not khasiruna, khasirina. This is our nasab jar. So min came anymore. We are not supposed to say, okay, if I say what is khasirina, you're not gonna say nasab jar anymore. Rather, you need to say now this is jar because we know min came. So whenever we have min, our harfu jar, the next is supposed to be ism majroor. So this khasirina is our ism majroor. Okay. Now next one. Qala, their father said, abuhum, their father, inni, indeed I, la ajidu mean I I find, I smell. Sorry, I la ajidu, I find. Riha, riha means smell or wind. So over here, the smell make more sense. Smell of Yusuf. Now, abuhum. This wow is telling me that this is my mudaf. This is rough. So abu is my mudaf. Hum is my mudaf ilayhi. Then I have inni. Okay, it's inna plus ya. Innani or inni, remember? So this ya is our ism of inna. And then riha. It's not rihan, it's riha. And then yusufa. Even though it is yusufa, but I know this is partly flexible. So it's not gonna take yusufi. It's not gonna take kasra. So this is my riha is my mudaf and yusufa is my mudaf ilayhi. Wow, alhamdulillah, we are learning so much, huh? Through these ayat. And I hope that it's making sense to all of you. Definitely, you guys need to listen at least that part 4 or 5 times. Okay? If you get the rest of the recording well, it's fine. Then listen to this part. Okay? That is going to make you strong, inshallah. Then we have next Niktulu, Iktulu. So Iktulu mean they were all planning now over here. These the brother of Hazrat Yusuf al-Islam. So they are saying that you all kill Yusuf. So they are planning together. Kill Yusuf, avitrahu, or leave him alone, like abandon him, ardan, in a place like far a place, so he cannot come back. And then what's gonna happen? Yahlu, like it will be free, lakum, for you, wajhu, face, abikum, of your father. So they were thinking that, okay, they're gonna, if they kill Yusuf or just abandon him some place where he cannot come back, and then his father would be able to give all his attention to them, and they will be fine then. So they think that Hazrat Yusuf al-Islam is the problem for like not getting close to their father. They were not looking at their action or their like harkat, what they were doing. So now over here, we can say wajhu, face, wajhu. It's not wajhun, right? So wajhu, face of abikum, your father. So again, wajhu is our mudaf, abi is our mudaf ilayhi, then abi is again mudaf, and kum is our mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so this is chain of mudaf ilayhi over here. Then we have wallahu zul fadlil azim. Now Allah is possessor of fadl, bounty, and great bounty. So this zu is our mudaf, this fadli is our mudaf ilayhi, and al-azim, inshallah, we are going to learn soon about it. Then over here, kabasuti kaffayhi ilal ma'i liyabluga fahu. So it says, like one who stretch his hands towards water from afar, calling it to reach his mouth. So over here, kaffayhi, this ya is telling me kaffayhi, stretch his hands. Okay, his hands. Kaffai over here is his hands. So this is our mudaf ilayhi. Ila is our harfujar. Ma is our ism majroor. Okay. Liyabluga. So it can reach, or he can reach. Fahu. Reach where or to what? Fahu. So fa, this alif is telling me that this is our nasab. Okay, fu, fa, fi, right? So this is our nasab, and this is our mudaf, and who is mudaf ilayhi. Okay, so that was it. Now over here, I have homework for you guys, and I already labeled it. So maybe we can go through a little bit of it, and rest you can do it as a homework. But you are not gonna look at my labeled one. I'm gonna do it right now with you with the labeled one. But at home, you are going to try first, and then you are going to look at them as the key. So no one has to make key for this one. It's kind of already there for you guys. So look at the word. It says, how are the following words treated? Give the number and gender. So al-mukazzibina means the lawyers. Or mukazzibina, why we are saying perpetual? Because this shadda, like they do not just lie once, but they keep lying. The shadda is telling us. Okay, so mukazzibina, that's why we are saying perpetual liars. And so how they are treated, what do you think? So it's like muslimina, muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina. So this is our plural masculine combo. Now ayatun. So ayatun, this is like muslimatun, but since this is our non-human plural, right? So singular feminine, it is going to be treated. Then al-jibala, the mountains. Okay, so this is our, oops, this is mountains. Okay, I made a mistake over here. So jabalun is the singular and jibal is the plural. So this is our broken plural. So that's why it is supposed to be singular feminine. Okay, so this guy over here, singular feminine, should fit over here. Not singular masculine, it should be singular feminine. Okay, I'm gonna fix it, inshallah. Then we have wujuhun. Wujuhun mean faces, and since it is showing us, that translation can help you guys. So faces, so look like this is broken plural. So when we have broken plural, then this is singular feminine. Then we have, okay, basharun over here. Basharun mean a person. Okay, that it is helping. So this is our singular masculine. Then al-jahima is our hellfire. And all the names mentioned in Quran Pak, hellfire, even narun, we read in Arab said so, right? They are always considered feminine. That really scares me. All the names of hellfire and even the word narun is feminine. So I hope it's not related to anything with the femininity, but it is. So now over here, nisa'a. So nisa'a this is kind of weird. Imra'atun is the singular and nisa'un is the plural. Okay, so this is our feminine plural. Al-fili, this is our singular masculine. Al-ardu, singular feminine. Why? Because Arab said so. It is going to be considered feminine. Arab said so, right? I think these 10 are good enough. The rest you can do it by yourself, right? And then I also planning that, okay, I'm gonna go through with you guys, and we are going to do whatever we know in these verses, but unfortunately we do not have enough time to do it. So maybe I'm gonna put that into our tomorrow's lesson, and then we can do it. So what's gonna be your homework then? Okay. So you're gonna do these words only. Okay. So these words, you're gonna do the whole sheet of this one. Plus you guys can, okay, why not we do this one too? Because this is going to make you strong. Okay, I already did that. I went through the whole thing. When you are listening to the recording again, then you are going to label everything and just share your homework. So that is your homework then. Okay, so this one plus this one, these two are your homeworks. Everyone is clear? Okay, so now inshallah, I'm gonna open up for any question you guys have. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.